Hello everyone. I welcome you all to Experience Humanities. Today we'll be discussing the rest of the part of the chapter Constitution, Why and How. So, basically, we'll be discussing about the authority of the Constitution. So, in the previous videos, we have discussed about the functions and what is actually a constitution and all this. So, go through those videos first. So, you will have a clear understanding about the concepts and then come to this video so that you can realize what is there in the chapter. So, let's start. The first thing that is there is mode of promulgation. Now, what is mode of promulgation? It is actually when you are doing something. There is always a question in the mind whether are you capable of doing that thing. That is what is the question that comes in everybody's mind. So this is the same thing that is there. Who made the constitution? Were they capable of taking the society with them? Or were they aware of the problems of the society? So this is what is actually mode of promulgation. That is who made the constitution. So this is a simple concept about promulgation. That is, who actually made the constitution. So in India and constitutions like South Africa, these constitutions were basically made after a proper national movement. So these were very successful constitutions because they were framed by very reputed and dignified people living in the society who were capable to go and take with the society. So this is the first authority, that is mode of promulgation. Second authority, substantive provisions of the constitution. Now, what is substantive provisions? Always you look for a ruler who is favor of justice, who favors justice. You do not go for injustice. So this is the same thing in the case of constitution. As constitution is our ruler. So this is the case where the justice is given to everyone living in the society or in the country. So this is the second formulation, that is authority of the constitution, substantive provisions of the constitution. That is, whether there is proper reservations being given to the people, whether women are given equal representation in the society. All these things are kept in mind while putting some certain provisions in the constitution. So we move on to the next part, balanced institutional design. So basically, balanced institutional design is whether the constitution is distributing the powers in the right manner or not. As we in India have legislature, we have judiciary, we have executive. So all these bodies are independent. This is the second most important thing. Whether they are independent, they are not dependent on each other. So if anyone is going away from the guidelines of the constitution, then what will happen is the other will definitely tell the other one that you are moving out of the line. You are crossing the line. So this is what is called balanced institutional design of the constitution. So these were the three authorities. That is mode of promulgation, that is who made the constitution, were they capable of, ruling the society. Substantive provisions of the constitution, that is whether the provisions of the constitution are doing justice to the people or not. The reservation are given to the people or not. All these things. Balanced institutional design, legislative, judiciary, and executive. That is whether the powers are distributed in the country or not. So these are the authority. Now we move on that how was the constitution made? Now basically this is a very simple concept. The constitution was made by the Constituent Assembly. The members of the Constituent Assembly were taken away by the provincial legislative assemblies. So these are the simple things that are to be kept in mind. Now the points were that provinces and princely states, the seats of these assembly, people who represented the Constituent Assembly were basically on the population of that state. So basically the ratio was 1:10 lakh. So this was the ratio according to which the states were divided, that is provinces and princely state. Provinces got 292 seats and princely states got, I think, 92 seats. So these were as minimum as possible, 92. So community, there were Hindu, Muslim and Sikh. These were the communities divided. And the most important thing, the representatives were to elect their own community. So this is the second important thing that you should keep in mind. So all these things are there, which are how the constitution was made, who made it, were they capable? All these questions, I think it would be clear. Because what you ask in mode of promulgation is whether the people who are making the constitution, whether they are capable or not, or whether the substantive provision, the provisions which are there in the constitution are doing justice to the people or not, whether the reservation is there for the people or not, whether women are getting equal representation with men in the society. Constitutional institutional design, when we talk about constitution, takes institutional design into significance, where the executive, the judiciary and the parliament gets independent state and they can be there independently. So by this is what we can say how our Indian constitution is successful. Success is achieved by this constitution. So with this, I sign off from the video. We'll meet again in the last part 4 of the video, where we will talk about the rest of the topics and we'll finish off the chapter. So if you like the video, please press the like button and do subscribe this channel so that we are inspired to make good concept, clear content for you all, and your fear from these humanities subject is radicalized, So thank you everyone.